Look at that pretty view that Chase Oliver has. Man, who was it? Oh, Jordan Fuentes Campos was in first period at the beach on the balcony of wherever he was, and you could see the beach behind him. I was like, that literally makes me want to throw up because I'm so jealous. All right, so let me share my screen and we'll get started. If you haven't already signed into Google Classroom, go ahead, get logged in. I think I'm missing, yeah, I'm missing Tristan Hedge too. Has anybody seen him this morning in PE? He was in PE? That little turd. All right, so for this, what we have, just a recap. So far in class this week, we have signed up for Google Classroom. We did the Getting to Know You survey, which was the one I made for you. How well do you know Miss Warren quiz? And then yesterday we watched the tutorial, and then I gave you the rubric to make your own Google form. If you sent me the form, I think at this point I've answered everybody that sent me one. So you can check your results to see. I know Jordan just sent me her results, so that was pretty cool. But it does, you can click on the spreadsheet, the little green dot like I showed you yesterday, and see what your results are. So today what we're going to do, we're going to review any missing work because I don't want to wait until tomorrow and then you got to think about it over the weekend, and you know Friday is just advisory, and so I want to go over any missing work today. I want today to be sort of a little bit of a chill day. We're going to create our warm-up tracker, and so I'll get you started on the procedures of what we're going to do every morning, whether it's virtual or in real life. We're going to create a keyboarding or a typing tracker in a Google Sheet, and I'll show you how to set that up today. We're going to make a folder in Google Drive just for this class, and we'll practice it together. And then we should have some time left where if you are missing anything, and I call your name out because I'm about to do that right now, if you're missing anything, you can work on that when we're done. All right, so for the survey that I made you guys, I have everybody, so I have all the information for that. I was going to go back and look. Let me see if I can look right here and see who knows me the best out of all y'all on the quiz. For the quiz that I made you, I'm still missing a few people. So, second period. Tanner knows me pretty well. Oh, Alyssa Perry, I think she's in the lead. She got 55. Let's see, what else? Come on. Oh, look, there's Jaden. Come on, sheet. There we go. All right, so I think, yep, Alyssa Perry is the winner. Tanner Knight's in a close second of who knows me the best. So I'm still missing for the quiz. Blankenship, Lily Glover, Ian Mason, Jade Morales, and that's it. So the four of you guys, once we finish everything today, if you get a chance, if we get a chance, I need you to go in and finish that quiz. Remember, everything that I did on those first few days is under cool stuff. So how well do you know Miss Warren? Looks like everybody did the getting to know you, but this one right here, I need a few more people to fill that one out, okay? So that's Blankenship, Lily Glover, Ian Mason, and Jade Morales, all right? The next one is the survey that you made yesterday. And so, like I said, if you sent it to me, I've already answered it, but I am still waiting on a few people. And it could just be that you've done it and you just sent it to the wrong place. I mean, if you type in my name, I mean, if you type in Warren, I mean, I got a lot of kids, so you could have sent it to the wrong email, but just double check that. So I'm waiting for Madison Campbell, Lily Glover, Ian Mason, Emily Rivera, and I think that's it. So we're going to have some time at the end. Like I said, if I called your name out on any of those, you'll have some time at the end to go ahead and get that done today. So that way you don't have to worry about any missing work this weekend, okay? All right, so what we're going to do next is we are going to create a warm-up tracker. So instead of just having warm-ups that you don't ever think about again every day, we're going to actually sort of analyze what our warm-ups are. It's all going to be keyboarding. Some are games, some are tests, and not like a test, but like a typing test. So we're going to go over how to create that tracker, and then I'll let you practice, and I'll give you links to all the ones that we use. All right, so everybody go ahead and go to your Google Drive. So you can hit your waffle and go into your drive. I'll wait on you to do that. Wait over here. All right, so again, if you're one of those people I just called out your name, don't worry about doing anything now, because I want you to stay with me, because this has to be done the way I want it to be done, or it won't be graded correctly. But like I said, we will have some time at the end. So everybody in their Google Drive, you can see quick access. Everything that I have looked at recently pops up at the top. I have 1 billion folders of things that I've made, and then there's tons of stuff that I don't have organized into folders, which does stress me out, but there's just so much stuff. I try hard to be as organized as I can, but it's a lot of information. So what I want you guys to do for me is to make a folder just for my class, and I would suggest y'all do this for all your classes, just especially now that we're going to be virtual for the next month. It'll just make things easier for you. And you'll be able to find things for my class a little bit quicker. My computer's not slow, Lily Glover. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have double the tabs I had yesterday. I do have that one tab thing where you can close them all up at once and it saves them. So I'll try to do that so it won't stress Lily Glover out so bad that I have too many tabs open. All right, so in my drive right here, you can already see I have like first period computer class. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new one. So I want y'all to do the same thing. So click on your plus right here and go to new. And then the very first button is a folder button. And click on folder. And then you're going to just call this second period computer. And once you do that, mine pops up right there. It's the very first one. So like even the form that you made yesterday, the survey, you can move that into here. And then anything else that we do, and I'll show you how to move stuff too, but anything else we do, you can just save it in there. If you need any help making that, let me know. All right, so once you make that folder, go ahead and double click on it, and there won't be anything in there. It'll be empty. Oh, I forgot to say this. Jace and Alyssa, if y'all just want to use the same one from last semester, you can. Just add a tab at the bottom. Or if you want to make a whole new one with me right now, that's fine too. It's totally up to y'all. I'll take either one. Either way y'all want to do it. Because y'all are already very acquainted with how I start class. So you already know. All right, so once you get double click into your folder, you'll see my drive here and then second period computer here. Then you can just go to new, and we're gonna make a Google Sheet. You can either click Google Sheets right here or click on the arrow and go to blank spreadsheet, either one. Spreadsheets, my favorite. Wait for it to load all the way before I change anything to it. I have a meeting after this.
Okay, whatever. Today, though.
Okay. All right, so then right here, I'm going to click in the title. We're going to go ahead and change this title to, we'll call it Typing Tracker. And then we'll just put daily warm-ups right there. How's that? And you just click out of that and your title will save. A couple of things right here at your title. You have the starred button right here. So if you do have a lot of stuff in your Google Drive and you want to have quick access to things, you can star it so you can get to it a little bit faster. And then this is like if there's anything else you want to move into a folder that you've already done, there's the folder button right here that says move. If you click on that, you'll see that we're already in second period computer. It already has the tracker in here. But if you have anything else, like the form you made yesterday, if you want to move that into this folder, that's how you would do it. All right, so the way I'm going to type this spreadsheet is exactly how I want you to have yours. The formatting doesn't have to be the same, but the information I need to be the same. So everybody sort of stay with me while we're typing this up. All right, so the first thing in cell A1 right here, I want you to type the word date. After date, in B1, I want you to type name of test. And some of y'all I haven't had before, so I don't know how much you ever used a Google Sheet. But you'll get used to it really easy. Then in C1, I want you to type time. And in D1, type WPM for your words per minute. So if you've had me before, y'all remember freetypinggame.net. We use it all the time. If you haven't had me before, we're going to go through and practice how it works. Before we do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this row, or you can either just select the words that you just typed, and I'm going to center them over here over on the right where it says alignment. I'm going to find my center button. I'm going to make them bold, make them a little bit bigger, all the same formats that you would use in like a Google Doc. You can see my column B doesn't quite fit. I'm going to make it bigger. So I'll give y'all a second to get that done. Madison, I don't know if that's going to mess you up or not. Are you, let's see. Are you logged into Google Classroom, Madison? If you are, you could just, I was going to say you could share it, like just hit share right here and send it to your school email, and then you can download it from there if you want to. If you've already gone ahead and made it and you don't have to make it again. I mean, it's pretty easy to make if you want to go log in that way, but either way, you can share it and then share it with your school email, and then you can download it from there and put it in there. Okay. All right, so just for example, today's the 13th, so just 1/13. I mean, you can put the year in. If you ever type a date and you don't see, like, it has the year up at the top in the formula bar, but it doesn't show it here. If you ever want to change how that looks, if you go to format up at the top and number, that's where you can change the dates or the time, if you want to put time in or date and time or however. That's how you format those. I'm going to leave it at 1/13. All right, so today we're going to do Classic Tale 26, which is the very first one that pops up in Free Typing Game. So you don't have to spell that out every day. Just put CT 26. And we're just going to do 1 minute. So under time, I'm just going to put a 1. I'm not going to type the word minute beside there, because if you put any words in these cells right here, you won't be able to go in and add them up or average them or do any of the fun stuff to them. So I need you to just type the number, and that's it. All right, so where we're going to do most of our warm-ups, and I'm going to put all these links in Google Classroom once I show you all of them. But the very first one is Free Typing Game, and it's freetypinggame.net. So freetypinggame.net. So if you want to go ahead and go to that website real quick. All right, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully yours is not blocked. Sometimes they come up as blocked because it's a game. But if it does, if anything we type in comes up blocked, let me know. I try to have, oh, hey, baby. I try to have everything unblocked. This one I told them to leave unblocked for indefinitely, but sometimes I go back in and adjust stuff. So when you get here, there's tons of things. There's games, there's lessons, there's tests. Most of the time, we're going to go to tests. If it's something different, I'll let you know. Sure. See if that works, Chloe. If anybody else needs the link, I tried to just put that one in there. Hopefully that'll take you there. All right, so usually, like I said, we go to tests. That's my normal one. Good. All right, so when you click on that, the very first one that comes up, it's down here on the left. It says lesson 26, classic tale, and 1 minute. So you have lots of options. Like I might say, okay, do number 1, home row only, or do 13, all keys, or do 19, left emphasize, left index. And they go all the way down to 40 German words. So I pick and choose every day which one I want you to do. And then the time goes from 1 to 5. So you would change whatever you want right here. Obviously, this one's the first one that comes up. That's the one we typed. So we're going to do this one now. I'm going to click start. And y'all can go ahead and do it too. It doesn't start typing until it doesn't start counting you down until you start to type. And just always remember to capitalize, put punctuation in. And if you miss anything or it misspells something, it'll make it red. Always go back and fix it because that's part of your words per minute is the time for you to fix things. So you can watch me or you can go ahead and do it too. Yikes. My hands are cold. 70. That is not my best work. So then once you get your words per minute here, then you would go back to your spreadsheet and type in your number. I'll give y'all a hot second to do that. So some days, most days, I'm going to have you do 2 different ones. And so if that were the case, I'm just going to show you an example. And if you're not finished typing, keep going. Like, let's say, for example, tomorrow, you don't need to type this. I'm just going to show you as an example. I do classic tail 27 for 1 minute, and then I do Spanish words for 2 minutes. So if I give you 2, you're going to have 2 lines for that day, okay? So however many warm-ups there are, you create a new line. Don't put 2 different warm-ups on 1 line, okay? We want, you should only have 1 number in here and 1 number in this column, okay? And that's just an example. I just want to show you what it would look like. So what we're going to do with warm-ups, it's a super easy 100. You can ask Jace and Alyssa. We do them every day, and you put them into the spreadsheet, and then you turn it in at the end of the week. And as long as you update it and put your new words per minute in every day, then you're good to go. You get an easy 100. So also, y'all know how Google Classroom works. Yeah, I've been doing this for a whole semester. Once you turn it into me, which you would turn it in by Sunday night, once you turn it in, you can't do anything to it until I return it back to you. So I'll grade it that first time and then return it. And then you don't necessarily have to like physically go in and turn it in from that point on, because I'll still, once you turn it in once, I have access to it and I can go in and look at it every week to make sure that you updated it. So that's pretty much what we'll do. I mean, you can still turn it in, it's fine, but I can, once you turn it in once, I can still see when you make changes to it. So, but I'll go over all that again. But we won't turn it in this week. We'll turn it in probably the end of next week. It'll be our first time. Okay. I'm gonna, just because I'm OCD, I'm gonna, how I centered the first row, I'm gonna center the first columns too, the date and the name of test, just because, like I said, I'm OCD. So I'm gonna leave the numbers to the right here and put the other information in the center. I'm also going to go in and select those 4 titles, and I'm going to change the color. And I'm going to change my font. All right, we've got one more thing. I'll give y'all a second if you want to change that, and then we're going to do a couple of things to the tabs down here at the bottom, and then I'm going to show you a couple other websites. Are you out of class, Chris? All right, so if y'all want to, if you didn't finish formatting or making it pretty, you can do that later, anytime. What we're going to do next is we're going to add some tabs to the bottom. And again, Jason and Alyssa, if you just want to add 2 more tabs to the one you already have, I'm totally fine with that. Or you can just, make a new one. So right here where it says sheet 1, we're going to add another sheet right beside it. So we're going to hit that little plus sign right there that says add sheet, that little plus right there in the bottom left. And when you do that, it'll add another sheet that says sheet 2. And stop me if you need me to go back over something. All right, so you can see sheet 2 doesn't have anything on it. So I'm going to go back over to sheet 1. I'm going to copy. So I'm just going to highlight the 4 cells that I typed as the title. And I'm just going to do Control C. And I'm going to go back to sheet 2 and just paste those in there. Control V. Just so that way it'll have the exact same stuff on both sheets. And you won't have to worry about it because this sheet's going to fill up fast, sheet 1. All right, and then the next thing, this is really easy. At the bottom where you have your two sheets, you can see each sheet has a arrow beside it. So if you click on that arrow, I'm going to click on sheet 1, that little arrow beside it. You can see all the things. You can delete a sheet, you can duplicate a sheet, copy to another spreadsheet, you can rename your tab, change the color, you can protect it or hide it, you can move it along the bottom. Like a lot of times you'll have tons of sheets in one folder. So I'm going to rename this one quarter 3. And then if you just hit enter, it works. And then you can also go ahead and rename sheet 2 quarter 4. So you just click on that little arrow beside it and go to rename. So we got, so, you know, like I said, we'll do this, you know, all semester. So you may as well go ahead and get it set up now. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the tab color. So I'm going to click on that arrow again, go to change color, and just pick a different color for each one, just to make them stand out a little bit. A lot of times, especially like 5th and 6th graders, whenever they open it back up and they'll see the other quarter and it doesn't have anything on it, they're like, Miss Warren, all my work is gone. I'm like, no, you're just on the wrong sheet. Just click on quarter 3 or quarter 1 or whatever. All right, so now we've got this tracker done. You'll use this every day, whether we're face-to-face or virtual. We'll do our warm-up, so you'll know exactly what you need to do when you come in every day. I'll have your warm-ups listed in Google Classroom, so you'll know what you need to do, and then, you know, go to Google Drive and just put your information in. And this will be really nice once we get going to have these easy 100s every week for your warm-ups. All right, you may got any questions about warm-ups? All right, so we did the free typing game. And if some of you, if y'all have never used this one before, you know, I'll help you when you get back in each day. But most of the time we're going to get a test. If we ever do anything different, like games or lessons, I'll let you know ahead of time what to do. The next one that we're going to talk about, and you may not have this one, or it may be blocked. It depends on if you have a school computer. I had this one unblocked, but I think they go back in and refresh it every once in a while. So some of you might be able to get to it, some of you might not. If you've had me before, you probably remember this one. It's called PhoboSlab, PHOBOSLAB.org/ztype. I'll copy that and put it in the chat box. Oh, sorry, that just went to Chloe. All right, so if you can get to this one today, that's great. If you can't, I'm going to try to go ahead and get it unblocked and just tell them to leave it that way, because it comes up as game, I think. But if you, like I said, if you had me, you remember this one. And here's the shorter link right here too. It's just zty.pe. But this one's pretty fun. You should So we play that one quite a bit too. I love that. So that's that one. And then the other one that we use quite a bit, if you've had me before, you've done this one. It's called Sporcle, sporcle.com. I love this one because there's so much stuff out here, and it helps with typing, it helps with spelling, it helps with speed. I love it. And you can do things that you're interested in instead of, whatever I'm making you type. So like, I mean, if you love football, you can type in football. If you love Pixar movies, you can type in Pixar movies. Disney, candy, they've got so much stuff out here. So you have to be able to spell things correctly in order for it to work. And you got to be, I think sometimes some of the people are blocked for Z-type Callie. So don't worry about that. If you're blocked on that one, I'm going to try to get it unblocked today. Okay. And sometimes it takes like 24 hours. So we'll see if they can get it done by this week, but don't worry about that. All right. So those are my three things that I normally use for warm-up. So I just wanted you to get familiar with those. If you are one of the people that I called out that need to either do the quiz or send me their survey, you have about 15 minutes to do that. Everybody else, you guys can either play Sporkle or Phobos Lab if you have it, or a free typing game, and you can go to games or lessons or tests or whichever one. So I'm gonna let you guys just play around with that today, but only if you're finished. If you have not sent me something and you're missing any work, I need you to go ahead and get that sent in now. Jay Morales, I know you came in a little bit late. You are still missing the quiz that I had you take, the one about how well do you know Miss Warren? So make sure you get that done. Everybody else, I've told you what you're missing. So if you're missing anything, go ahead and get that done now. Everybody else, you can just familiarize yourself with these. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, look at that ad. That's not fun. I'm going to go ahead and put all the links to the warm-ups in Google Classroom while y'all are working. So that way you'll have them in there. You won't have to worry about typing them and things like that. All right. Anybody got any questions about warm-ups? Anybody that's missing anything, got any question about what they're missing? I'm just going to make a whole new topic in Google Classroom called just warm-ups. All right, I've got all the warm-up links out there, so under a section in Google Classroom called warm-ups. So, and if you, those of you that hadn't sent me your survey yet, as soon as you send it, I will go ahead and answer it so you'll know that I have it. I'm gonna let my cat out while y'all are. Madison got kicked out. I feel you, Madison. I feel you, girl. I don't remember that, Tanner. Skateboard guy. I mean, there probably is on the games. They make new games on free typing game .net all the time, so they put new stuff out there. Madison, I put all the links to the game, to the warm-ups in Google Classroom. Did you send me your survey yet, Madison? From yesterday? Don't forget the people that are missing their survey, Madison, Lily, and Emily, you have to email it to me. It's making you redo it. Oh. Well, you should be able to do it from your other email too. You should still be able to share it with my email. You wouldn't be able to share it with the other two people, but you can share it with me. I can get emails from outside, but y'all can't. Y'all can only get Eastpak Academy. All right, y'all, we only have 1 minute left. So if you're one of those people that I called out your name, make sure you get that stuff done as soon as possible. Are you sending it to rwarren@eastpakacademy.org? Well, just try it from your school email and just do it again real quick, and that'll work. That'll be easier.
Miss Warren, it says I already turned it in.
Which one?
All this stuff. I don't have any missing right now. That's what it says.
The only thing that I didn't have for you was the quiz. So let me go back in and see if it's in there now, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See you later. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, Miss Warren.
Bye.